Welcome everybody to the A.I.P channel where anything is possible and another night of talking with conspiracy with myself and the great Jamie Grant,
The one and only.
one and only.
The one, the only. Good evening. Sorry I missed you guys last weekend. Uh, Things to do.
Stuff happens.
Moving cross
Stuff
country.
just 12-hour drive, no big deal.
Oh man, dude. Ricky, let me break
Is
down.
that about right?
I think it's just under 11, but with stops and everything, we did it in like 12.
That's a pretty
The
good guess.
the first thing that I have to say about Amarillo is fuck Amarillo. I hope I never have to go back to the Texas Panhandle again. Ricky Pike, I aged 15 years from the airport terminal to the Uber because my face was sandblasted by 40-mile an hour dust particles. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in a dust storm before, but motherfuck a dust storm in Amarillo, Texas. You breathe it in. I get to her apartment. She's not been there in a month, and apparently they've had multiple dust storms because there was dust in every seeping orifice of that home. Under the door, it was built up inside the place. The window seal, the dust is stacked on the blinds. Right, like how can anybody? I recommended immediately that everybody in that city pack up and move 300 miles back toward the Mississippi where they grow fucking trees. Okay, like fuck Amarillo, Texas. But I can't wait to go back. I had a great time doing stand-up comedy there. Awesome group of people, man. Oh my God, Amarillo, man. Amarillo by morning. That's all I got
man,
for
I
you.
man, I've been through Texas in the middle of the dead of heat in a box truck with no air with one of them cab overs. So the engine sitting, you're sitting on the engine with no air.
Oh,
I
you're
remember I was
cooking,
stick.
brother.
We were cooking. It was the hottest time. That was the hottest time I've ever been. I remember I just heading my head out the window to try to get some wind, and of course it's dry, hot heat just burning my face off, and then the rest of me is on fire inside. It was terrible. It was horrible. Horrible situation. But yeah, yeah, Texas can be rough now. Many miles of just nothing.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Flat, barren. There's a couple places like that across this country. You start driving through Kansas, kind of. Kansas is kind of cool though. You'll sneak up on these random spots. So many people may not understand the geography of America and its history, but the middle of our country used to be an ocean floor, and there's some pretty cool features throughout Kansas on your way to um, Colorado. But when you start heading into southern Missouri and that flat ass land up through there, that's boring. That's boring. At least if you're driving west through flat ass land, you know that there's something to see beyond the prairie. We've got mountains, mountaintops. North to Chicago, we got gunfire, full auto. It's a war zone.
For
Different,
real.
different bit of scenery.
Oklahoma, there ain't nothing in Oklahoma. There's nothing. I tell you what, I went through, Iowa, and it's just cornfields everywhere. Nebraska's cornfields. It's
Lots of
just,
casinos in Oklahoma. The Choctaw loves the casino.
yeah. Man, I went to a little casino up in North Dakota. It was like a little barn looking thing, just a metal building, middle of nowhere. But man, I had a good time in there. It was funny with that North Dakotan Chippewa Indian accent, and guys in there were cussing and stuff, raising hell. It was the funniest thing I heard in my life, man. Just that I I was I was crying, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm laughing at them. I'm like, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Just
Hearing somebody lose their shit that English is their second language is fun. Like listening to an Indian person cuss at me on the phone after I've jerked them off for 6 minutes while they're trying to sell me Medicaid insurance. Mother fuck you, bitch, mother fuck your mother, bitch. Um, you know, I get enjoyment out of that. Like it's the game now. Like, and if you don't know, for people that don't know, my TikTok is full of some videos. Jamie two G's on all my social media outlets. JAMIE, the number two GS, just like it's spelled out here on the screen. But my TikTok has my next door neighbor on it. And whenever I post Sammy, I always use the hashtag Sammy901. So you may be able to find some of that video across YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Hashtag Sammy901, but I'm Jamie 2Gs. But anyway, we turned this into a game a couple years ago when I moved in over here. My next door neighbor's a stand up comic. I did stand up comedy for years, and we fuck with people, and if you're going to call us with a bad accent and not speak English very well, we are going to jerk you off on the phone for as long as we can. So now the game is, as soon as we get a call, we run to the other one and it's like, hey, film this. I keep my GoPro set up on my pretty regularly, keep it set up on my dresser, charged, ready to go, so we're ready to capture these moments. Our record right now, with him and I, is like almost 4 minutes. um, Personally, I had a dude on the phone one day for almost six when he finally broke down and cussed me. Like, he cussed me so bad that if he had a wife and a dog at home, he was going to go home and commit some violence. Like, he was going to take every bit of that anger that Jamie Grant gave him and send it right home. He was pretty pissed off. Um, and now on my new work line that we have for our company, we're getting a lot of sales calls there. And when I answer the phone, they don't want to talk to me and I'm like, no, I'm calling you back, bro. So I call them back and they're like, hey, is this Willie? And I'm like, no, but you got Jamie today and you're the one. And I just give these people hell. Um, Maybe I'm horrible for it, but eventually these people from other countries are going to stop calling my phone.
Probably not. But
Maybe
at least you have fun while you're doing it. It's
it's a
one of them
great time,
things.
man. I mean, look, um, I got time and I'm the one. So you got the
I don't know.
right
I
one
just have been
today,
hitting the
buddy.
button. I've been hitting that. I forget what it is. Where computers start talking to him and they'll start scanning like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, then they'll hang up if I'm not kind of questioning it.
Right.
But I do get a lot of out of state people. They moved to the area and they got out of state numbers. Call them at the gym and stuff. So it's kind of
So
like,
I used to be, kind of in character when I answered a phone of an unknown number, but since I started, booking all these fights that I do and talking to people from different states and, potential sponsors and shit, doing all this grind, I got to be nice when I answer the phone, right? So you always get professional, Jamie, right out of the gate. Hey, this is Jamie. Normally it's like adaptability home health. This is Jamie. How can I help you today? My personal phone, I answer that way. If unless it's you getting a different answer. Um, what up, pimp? I mean, listen, you got a different language for the office and a different language for my homies. So I used to tell our employees that too. Like when I used to teach new hire orientation, I'm like, look, professional language, is part of our appearance. We got to use professional language when we're in front of our guests. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. What can I do for you, sir? Everybody likes to, talk with their homies, but let's be professional at work and keep the hood in the hood, man. Like, what's up
exactly.
with you? No matter how friendly you are, is not a proper greeting. You know, what's up with you? I love you, but no, man. Hi, sir. How are you? Good day. We got to use that language when we're at work. But when I'm with you, I'm like, what's up, pimp? It's just separate the two.
There you go. That's it. I mean, just gotta have
I'm
fun with your buddies.
right. I mean, God knows, man.
And you
Look
gotta
at
be
what we do.
professional when you got businesses. You gotta be professional, and you gotta actually halfway act like you care, but halfway. But
I mean, look at our training environments. Look at the people that we look at the diverse characters of the people that we train with, the people that we work out with, and the people that we work with when we're at different promotions and stuff. We have probably the most diverse collective community around. And like I love this crew, man. Like we can just be us, man, and have fun, and everybody loves you pretty much for who you are. You know, uh,
Hmm.
I'm pretty fortunate that we don't have too many salty people in the local game here in Memphis, man, in the area, North Mississippi. I mean, I don't think I have a bad relationship with anybody. You know, uh, we got some pretty cool cats around here, man.
Oh, for
Pretty cool
sure. Do we
cats.
really do?
Yeah. Like I can't think of any really. I mean, there are a couple notable little beefs out there that I'm not going to touch on. Uh, but for the most part, man, this city is and this community around here is pretty good, man. You know, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, man. So yeah, I like it. You're all right, Ricky.
I try.
You find anything interesting in the news today, my brother?
I found a couple things here and there, and I've been super, super, super busy though, so I didn't get to as much digging as I like to, but getting the house ready. I don't want to do this ever again. People that buy and sell houses every couple of years and move, like you're a different breed of animal. I don't want to be no part of because this is stressful. You gotta get all
Right.
your house up here and get everything. And like today, um, my realtor is one of the guys I trained with me, and man, he had the whole family here at one point. He had the dad here, had the mom here doing stuff, and we had touching up paint, working on this, just.
It's work,
And
man.
then we start staging the house up for okay, and moving stuff around. We'll get the nice little angle for pictures and
People think that house flipping, you just go in, throw a little bit of money around, and you make money. No, bro, it's work. Like
yeah, we
especially if you're the kind of person that's doing it yourself, and that takes a lot of work, man.
it is. It's in like a new respect for it. So, but my house will be on the market. Tomorrow morning you'll be able to see it. So if
Cool,
you
man.
got access to the things, you can look at my house and I'll sure cut you a deal. You want to come down here and buy it? We'll make a deal.
Yeah, I keep like I've got a property in down in DeSoto County, and it's a good rental. I got ton of equity in it, and I keep thinking, man, that I want to build this Quonset hut and frame it out, and big building, and very
Hmm.
open. Buy some land. I just for me to do that though, I got to vacate Memphis, and that means I got to get far away, and I just don't want to drive to work every day, man. Like, but it's coming. It's coming. I'm gonna start building it. 10K here, 10K here, 10K here.
30-minute drive ain't shit. Once you get used to it, it ain't nothing. A little
Bro,
thirty
listen, I
minute
used to
drive ain't
drive to
nothing.
Tunica. I used to drive to Tunica every day for work, and I hated that drive. And I said if I could never do that drive again, I wouldn't. And then I moved to Truman, Arkansas, and did that drive. Man, what a horrible experience! Horrible experience. I'm glad I ain't got to do that anymore. I
Oh,
was
I
young,
bet.
in my 20s.
I've always been far away, like seemed like, except for now, like I'm 3 blocks away. So, but
Right.
I'm gonna move about 10 miles.
Well, dude, where I
Which,
am right here, where our shop is over on Summer, it takes me 5 minutes to get to work, 10 minutes to get to work sometimes. You know,
hmm
it takes me longer to get out of my damn lot, I feel like, getting things turned around than it does for me to, you know, park
oh,
the
imagine.
trailer, unhitch the trailer. I hate that shit. Bend over,
Man,
step over this thing. I get more exercise unhooking that fucking trailer than.
man, let me tell you this story real quick. And we'll get into the news.
Yeah,
But
let's go.
man, I went to. I've been moving all my stuff, of course, to the land and everything. And I got that Miller Big 40 big. It's a big diesel welder. I mean, it's got a cat motor and everything. It's a big ass welder. It's on a trailer, and I took it over there to my land. I backed it up and everything, put it out there, and I'm over here unhooking it. Man, all of a sudden I heard out in the darkness. "Hey, what are you walking around in the woods with a flashlight on?" Like at 10 o'clock at night. It was a kid. I mean, he was way. I mean, where the house is way far away from me, but that kid was yelling across the the fields at me about trying to see where I was doing with my flashlight. I was like, "Hell, it's dark." I yelled back at him. I was like, "Hell, it's dark. I can't see." It
Friendly,
was
friendly, friendly.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That
they
is a
wanted
good
me.
one.
They got me because I couldn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. No dark. I guess he was in the house. He had to be in,
Right.
but it was 10 o'clock at night, and this 10-year-old kid yelling at me across the thing. Yeah, I was like, it was hilarious. Though
Hey, some
I'll
little
get this
kids you got to
laugh. I'm
watch
like,
out for.
oh, for real.
In
Yeah,
Memphis,
he
man, you see a little 10-year-old just shot up something in Memphis? Oh
oh
my
yeah,
God.
don't surprise me not one bit. He had grabbed my that little kid grabbed my Joe blade the other day. I got one of my hook blades and stuff for cutting trees. Like I can swing, I can take an inch and a half tree down with one swing with it. Maybe a lot of 2-inch trees. Like if you
Wow.
hit it right there. And he picked it up and was swinging that damn thing around. I was like, "Hey, your daddy gonna kill me." He's like, "Why we don't? I don't live with my daddy no more." Blah blah blah. And he was just telling me the whole story. And he come down there again, and while I was working clearing trees, and I was using it, and he was like, "Can I see it?" I'm like, I'm using it right now." I was like, "Man, I ain't gonna let this kid grab this Joe blade. He's gonna cut his freaking arm
No
off."
way, man.
Like, and then I'm gonna have to
That's a
deal with his
lawsuit
mama.
waiting to happen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, and I just kept on chopping shit just to chop stuff at one point, just because he was there. Like, he's like, "Can I use it now?" I'm like, "No, you see, I'm using it," which I was, but I was just doing it just because I was just chopping freaking trees down just because I didn't need to.
Bro, I got
Some of
no
them,
problem looking right at a little kid and being like, no, bro, shoo, shoo, shoo.
I, it's hard for me to be mean to kids. It really is. Like
No, no,
that's,
it's not being mean. This is a safety issue, bro. Like, you're in a
I
work zone
know,
right here, and I need you to vacate
but
the premise.
he wouldn't arrange me to cut his head off. Like he stayed away. He had some sense, but he was like,
Whew.
"But here, gimme." He's like, Give me that." Give me that Joe blade that cuts down trees with one fucking swing. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not. I'm not giving you this
10 years
thing.
old. No way,
I'm
man.
I'm lucky I haven't cut my damn leg off. As dangerous as I am tearing stuff up. No, I'm not doing it. Um, it's crazy, man.
I
And
can't
we got a
believe.
bunch of stuff on the docket, and man, we can talk about.
I got some fun
Hell,
stuff.
I know
Let's talk
you
about the
do.
pyramids. Let's talk about the pyramids. Let's talk about the pyramids.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
So
do want to talk about that.
apparently, do you have a video for us, Ricky?
Yeah, I got videos and stuff. Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you do. I know you do. See, that's why I bring it up.
yeah,
I
I
need
like
to
the
find out
pyramid
your
stuff.
order in which you have these saved.
It's
In case y'all don't
there's
know, we freestyle this. Okay, this is just,
there's
we
no
both put
order
little
saved,
nuggets
buddy.
together. Right? It's right.
Well, I thought, where is that? I'm gonna find it.
So while he looks for it, for those of you that don't know, a discovery has been made that the pyramids apparently have deep columns that run under the four corners and then throughout that spiral down hundreds of feet down into the ground. Um, for people that um, don't follow the electricity history and kind of is are we conspiracy theorists when we start talking about free energy here? Like, we gonna shut down on anything
No,
there? All right. So, the talk of free energy has been around for a long time. They talked about these buildings being built in the late 1800s that all had domes and antennas on them, and, brass being used. Um, and apparently, the story is they were able to produce energy out of the air, to light buildings and such. Um, Technology back to the Egyptians says that, hey, they think those people had access to power as well. When you look at, the ancient empires down through South America, the way that they're able to fold concrete to make some of these walls, not concrete, they're able to melt and bend rock to make these pieces of rock go together. It's found all through Peru. Um, Electricity had to have been play there. You have to create such heat to be able to do that, to fold a stone in half. And you can tell by the ripples in it that's folded. And I wish I had a safe for you so you could see. But the theory is that this thing is a conductor and has the ability to create electricity. Um, I think it's a big rocket. Let's light it up and see if it takes off. There they
It's
are.
like
Yeah.
on Total Recall, when they put the handprint right there and shit went to hell, went to crazy, and
I mean, dude, all the movies, like what was Stargate movies? Remember what was the Kurt Russell Stargate movie, where uh, the dude's got the pharaoh masks and stuff, and it all has to do with the pyramids, and those characters of the pharaohs and uh, what are those characters called with the snouts and the ears?
no elephants.
Gonna make no. The Egyptians,
Snuff.
man, the faces, the
Oh,
masks
this.
that they wore.
Oh, I'll say snuffleupagus, but no, no.
Oh my God. No, they wore like they're the guardians that look out, they've got like wolf looking faces or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Here it is.
I can't think to save my life. I'm terrible with names. And like I said, my brain's been fried the last few days of me
Here,
running
it's
wide
it's
open.
it's this guy. This is who I'm thinking of.
You want to try to share? I'm
Yeah,
showing the
it no,
picture of the pyramid.
it lets me take over it real quick, and then
Okay.
you can have it right. It's this guy right here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was the character in Stargate that was the bad guy or whatever. But all
Right.
those movies, all allude to ancient Egypt, uh, um, show your screen, run through the rest of that stuff. Um, I
Oh,
don't
so
know,
I
man. I
got.
think that and we know that the Earth is millions of years old. Society and civilization could have been wiped hundreds of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could be the, you know, 600th experiment on this rock of humans. I mean, because if the tectonic theory is correct, Pangea spread out will eventually come back together because the plates move. Eventually, our continent will go under the other plate and be completely wiped, right? It's the way it's
So
supposed to work.
it's what they say. I mean, if who we are, I mean, there was how many times for sure. I mean, we had meteor hits. There's craters all over. Which how many of those actually took us back to the Stone Age every time? A lot of the big
I'm
ones
ready
probably.
for it. I think we need one. Let's just do a hard reset. Give us 6 months with no electricity. I'm gonna go fishing
Yeah,
in the
that.
mountains. Let this place burn.
Well, I got a lake. I can throw a football, hit a lake where my house is going to be now. So
That's awesome, man. Is it stocked up?
it's a huge lake. They say the people in the neighborhood say it's got a lot of fish in it. So
Nice.
I don't do a lot of fishing though. I just like getting on my kayak and riding, just floating and enjoying the moment.
Yeah, that's nice, man. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Listen, we're gonna get back on that full moon kayak run this year, and in fact, I need to go ahead and start putting those on my calendar for maybe May. Um, for those of y'all that are in the Memphis area, we do a full moon kayak ride. We drop in around 6 o'clock, um, watch the sunset. As soon as the sun sets, we head back to our dock. We've got it lit up with some glow sticks to where everybody can see. good group of people. Um, y'all want to ride with us? It'll be fun. Ricky, I'd love for you to come out, man. It's a good time.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be fun. I mean, as long as I might be, it might be a fight. I don't know. I'd have to look at my calendar too and see what. Now,
There's not gonna listen.
I might have. It's not official yet, so I'm not saying, but I might acquired some. My fight team might have grown exponentially,
Nice
so we'll see how it goes.
full moon calendar
And
2025.
so I gotta go through if it does go through what I think is going to happen, then I gotta sit there and I gotta pull up my
Okay,
calendar and make sure I'm not double booking myself. I've tried to do that a few times, so
full moon schedule. Save that.
yeah, yeah, for sure we got to find out what weekend is a full moon. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm posting it on my Twitter page right or my Facebook right now.
there you go. Sound like a winner. But here is a
Roll it
here's
out.
a video on our pyramid.
Press release. Giza. Discovery of an underground city. The legendary Amenti. Good evening and welcome to Expedition, the official channel of the Khafra project. This is announcement number 2, and as the head of communications for the research project, I will now read to you the official press release of the Khafra project, which has just been distributed to both Italian and international media. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great enthusiasm that we officially announce today our research team has succeeded in identifying a vast underground city beneath the Giza Plateau, which corresponds to the legendary Amenti. This city is mentioned in ancient texts as a place linked to the universal knowledge of humankind and its ultimate spiritual transformation. This extraordinary achievement has been made possible through the processing of SAR data obtained from Capella space satellites. A pioneering technological approach to archaeology. The uniqueness of this discovery lies not only in its immense historical and archaeological significance, but also in the innovative method employed. Thanks to ultra-high azimuth resolution radar imaging achieved through specialized spotlight acquisitions with long Doppler integration, we have been able to extract precise acoustic information. In particular, the satellite data has been processed using a groundbreaking technique, Doppler tomography, developed by Professor Filippo Biondi, an internationally renowned expert in synthetic aperture radar, interferometry, and multichromatic tomographic analysis. This patented methodology enables the creation of three-dimensional reconstructions of underground structures, allowing the identification of corridors, chambers, and tunnels extending several kilometers beneath the surface. These new archaeological findings could redefine our understanding of the sacred topography of ancient Egypt, providing spatial coordinates for previously unknown and unexplored subterranean structures. The research team. A discovery of this magnitude has only been possible thanks to the contributions of a multidisciplinary team of internationally renowned experts. Dr. Nicole Ciccolo, a forensic handwriting expert with over 25 years of experience in civil and criminal investigations. She has worked with numerous Italian prosecutors and authored significant forensic analyses. Her expertise in deciphering ancient manuscripts has been crucial in interpreting certain symbols identified at the site. Professor Filippo Biondi, a specialist in radar technology and satellite imaging, with experience at the University of Strathclyde, UK, the Italian Space Agency, and the National Research Council. He is currently one of the world's leading experts in the development of SAR processing algorithms, with applications in space archaeology. Dr. Armando May, a historian and Egyptologist specializing in the study of pre-dynastic civilizations. He has conducted archaeological field research in Egypt and collaborated with numerous international academic institutions. His theories on the correlation between underground structures and the myth of Zeb Tepi have guided the team's investigations. Professor Corrado Malanga, head of the research project, a chemist and former researcher at the University of Pisa, with a long-standing career in the study of consciousness and the phenomena related to perception of reality. His expertise has enabled the development of new interpretative models for analyzing the discovered structures. The support of Capella Space, a new frontier for archaeology. This demonstrates how the integration of space technology and historical research can overcome the limitations of traditional archaeological investigations, allowing us to map the subsurface of Giza without invasive excavations. Capella Space's SAR satellites, capable of producing radar images with centimeter-level resolution, have made it possible to generate highly precise acoustic images of Giza's underground, finally revealing to humanity the existence of the halls of Amenti. Project presentation events. To provide an in-depth look at this extraordinary discovery, the CAFR Research Project SR Technology has organized 2 exclusive conferences, both to be held at the Hotel Castello Artemide Congressi, Viale Terme 1010/B, 40024 Castel San Pietro Terme BO, Italy. March 15th, 2025. Seats still available. A press conference for accredited journalists only, which will be held both in person and remotely. All relevant documentation for journalists can be found via the link in the description of this video. March 16th, 2025. Event sold out. The official technical conference, featuring the research team, where the findings and Doppler tomography imaging will be presented for the first time. The overwhelming interest from the public has led to a sold-out event within days. The future of the project. In the coming months, the CAFR Research Project SAR Technology will continue working persistently on new tomographic analyses and 3-dimensional models of the underground structures, aiming to finally produce a complete and precise map of what lies beneath the Giza Plateau. The research is set to continue throughout 2025, with all updates shared through official documentation and scientific publications, available upon request to scholars and enthusiasts via a dedicated repository. This discovery marks a groundbreaking step in our understanding of ancient Egypt and its deep infrastructural relationship with the subterranean world. It could lead to unprecedented revelations about the civilization that built the entire architectural complex, including the pyramids, which now appear to be just the tip of the iceberg of a colossal and hidden project. Thank you for your attention.
I'll pause that there. It's pretty wild. We're pretty wild stuff. I mean, of course, this clip right here with Joe Rogan posted and shared it. Of course, it made it go even more viral and everything. It's people have talked about for years that there was something underneath it, and mainstream
I,
Egyptologists are always like, no, there ain't no, there's blah blah
right.
blah blah.
There's a couple kids, I can't remember their names, whatever their YouTube, Twitch streamers they are. They got access to the pyramids. And somebody hooked them up and gave them a pretty detailed tour of the place. And they ended up in this chamber underground that is filled with water. And, they talk about these tunnels that are down there that they haven't explored, or they say they haven't, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what my cousin here has to say. I mean, I shaved my head, homie. Like he could literally be my doppelganger right now. We got them
Oh
thick
hell!
Coke bottle glasses going on. I mean, like we could totally be like Twinkies.
Now I'm gonna be
Got a
chopping
bad
my hair
beard.
off in just a little while after we get done with the show, probably or tomorrow.
I'm
What's
gonna tell
left
you.
of it.
I'm gonna tell him
I
I
found
bought
my
her for
clipper.
3
I've been looking
years.
for it. I've been finally found the clipper I've been looking for. The one that goes low enough that I want it to go,
Right.
and I'm gonna scalp myself.
Talking of pyramids, dude, this new pyramid shit that's just come out.
Oh, this is insane. Yeah, I was going to send this to you as well, Jamie. I'll send you one of the most comprehensive breakdowns of it on X because it's quite stunning. So apparently, through the use of LiDAR, they have discovered that there are enormous structures underneath the Great Pyramid that go kilometers deep into the earth with coils. So enormous pillars, and then these coils. They don't understand what it is because they're just looking at LiDAR images. But whatever this is a uniform structure. There's several pillars, and all of this is like very, very, very weird.
Yeah, 600 meters descending down those cylinders, and then there's more stuff below it, and then there's additional structures inside of it. Yeah, that was crazy.
It's really crazy. There's a guy, Jay Anderson, and he did a breakdown of it. Maybe this would be good. We could play this. It makes a little more sense when someone's explaining it to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, we need somebody that's an expert here, not me and you.
Zawi Hawass, by the way, has said it's nonsense. So I don't know.
Already?
Yes. According to Graham Hancock. This is the wonderful thing about having Graham.
I texted Graham yesterday. I was like, yeah, what's going on with this?
Yeah. So click on that and go full screen, please.
And you
significant of a discovery this is.
Dun dun dun. I love the music. And geometry, so you know it's real.
You got to appreciate the dramatic intro.
Project Unity.
What has just been announced in relation to the pyramids at the Giza Plateau and the plateau itself is so incredible, so awe-inspiring and narrative shattering that I have been sitting here for the last hour trying to wrap my head around the implications of what we were just told. So this is pretty much breaking news because the new findings were announced on the 16th of March at a press conference held by the team who was studying the Great Pyramid of Giza with a non-invasive technology that was first developed by Filippo Bionde and Corrado Malanga called synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography.
Fuck, that's
this
a mouthful.
was used to explore the internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And this method leverages the analysis of micro movements typically generated by background seismic activity to achieve a high resolution, full 3D tomographic imagery of the pyramid's interior and subsurface components. The recent findings from deploying this technology are nothing short of mind-blowing, because what's been discovered is that there are huge structures coming down from the base of the pyramid deep into the bedrock. In fact, over 600 meters deep, which then connects to structures that extend up to 2 kilometers below the surface of the ground. 2 kilometers. Massive internal structures connected to the base of the pyramid and extending deep, deep down. This is what we know so far.
What does your friend think about it?
Which friend?
The one that you said it's bullshit.
Oh, that's not my friend. That's Zawi Hawass.
Okay.
Zawi Hawass is the head of antiquities in Egypt. He's like the head guy that talks to the archaeologists and gives the official narrative. In the past, he's been extremely hostile to Graham Hancock, but Graham Hancock and him have now become friends.
Oh, yes. I do
they're
know this guy.
Coordinating. Graham is a lovely guy. People that like are enemies with him just need to get to know him and hang out with him. He's a genuine, real human being who's trying to find the truth. He doesn't have fake narratives, and he's so sensitive too. Like he's so upset. Like when people smeared him, like the Atlantis thing, they were trying to say it's a white supremacist idea to look for Atlantis. It's like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Like, what are you talking about? Like we had this guy Flint Dibble on, who in an article, and he was talking about Graham, and he's connecting Graham to white supremacy and all this crazy shit. Because of the Atlantis theory. It's the way they dismiss Atlantis.
It pedestalizes white heritage.
Because some people in the past who have theorized about Atlantis had white supremacist ideas. But also, most people didn't. Like Plato didn't. Like the people that talked about this place, it's in sub-Saharan Africa. I mean, it's like the least white supremacist discovery of all time, as are the pyramids. This is Africa. It's the least white supremacist notion of all time that this incredibly advanced ancient civilization had reached some sort of proficiency that's above and beyond we attribute to them. Mm. I think Graham is right. And I think there's a lot of other people that are right, too, that are chasing this down. And Christopher Dunn had long ago theorized and wrote a book that he believes that the Great Pyramid of Giza is a gigantic power plant. He thinks it generates power, and he has a very like a working theory of why it's built the way it's built that totally coincides with the ability to produce hydrogen, the ability to utilize the rays of space and try to find some way to generate electricity through this.
Electricity. It's shocking, Ricky Pike. It's shocking.
It is very
You
shocking.
know, Ghostbusters. Remember the movie, the scene in Ghostbusters? The whole building is an electrical antenna.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what was the dude's name that built the building? Which building downtown?
Evo Shandor.
Is that the Chicago building? Which one is that?
I was like the one that from the who said they built the building in the movie. I think it was Evo or
Oh
Shandor or
no
something
no
like
no
that.
no no no! No. I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I'm talking about in New
Oh,
York. There are a couple different buildings that are supposedly antennas, right?
the
Buildings.
Chrysler building, possibility the way it's made. We showed that, like in
New York.
Avengers. Thor used it to blast them aliens that are coming in through the portal.
Let's see.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get to show some of my Ghostbusters knowledge.
Well,
Hey,
there's this.
at the beginning of Ghostbusters, when he's giving Bill Murray's shocking that guy, his theory is actually working
What do you mean?
because every
Oh
time
yeah,
he
yeah,
does it,
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he starts getting it right. It
He's
gets
getting it right,
closer.
right.
Yeah, his theory actually works. This is you get a chance, check out this. Jay Anderson is the one that Joe Rogan's was showing the video. So y'all, Project Unity, y'all follow Jay there and follow along on the journey there. He's doing some pretty cool stuff. I know Mike Strange with Trouble Minds has been on there, and uh, I'm over here trying to scroll on my wrong screen, but uh, wrong tab. But he did go on Alex Jones too and did a big thing. Here's a 26-minute video. Of course, I'm not going to play that whole thing here,
Right.
but yeah, check it out. Go to Jay Anderson's page here and check it out. It's pretty cool what he said on Joe Rogan and everything. The Empire State Building, maybe
Man,
was it?
that's what I'm looking for, but you know, there's this whole theory that the power companies took over in the early 1900s and capitalized on something that used to be a free asset to everybody, right? Um, they talked about the buildings that were built and the way that they were built with these antennas was meant to pull electricity out of the whatever it's called, um, and they had a way to harness
Ionosphere.
it.
It's up in the I can't even say the word ionosphere or whatever.
Let's see. Yeah, it talks about pulling electricity out of the air. Anyway, but these
Yeah.
buildings, were built with these. Homes had them. And then granted, it may not run your freaking, you know, washer and dryer and freezer and microwave and PlayStation. But if you could supply free low voltage white light, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, Tesla proved that it was possible to do it. I mean, he did it, and people have reenacted his things he did, and actually showed that it is possible to transmit, through the ground and through the air, through electricity, through the air. I mean, it's It's proven that he could do it. I mean, but of course, he was working for I can't think of his name to own all the power companies and stuff at that time. And of course, if he give away something for free, he can't make money on it. So
Right.
you know, yeah, if you're not making money off of it, then we don't need it. And so that's what turned Tesla into penniless. But there was his theories were proven right, and really he was looking at. He said he was looking into back former technology and stuff, and possible that stuff that's been lost, forgotten. Have you also seen, since I'm glad we're on like conspiracy theories today. We've been talking so much of that crap so much lately. But
Right.
they're talking about that the a lot of these buildings, they've done it over history. Like we've seen towns like you turn around and you either knock a building down and you build another one up from right there, or you build it on top of it, or you remodel it, it looks something different. Um, like the library downtown Memphis. Have you seen the way the old library looked downtown back before they remodeled it? It looked like a castle,
Really?
and they made it into a square box of stupidity.
Oh, isn't that crazy, man?
Lots of the old buildings and stuff like that. And there's a theory going around right now of like, these are not just buildings, you know, they're saying they're built at this certain time, but it's actually much, much older buildings that people are just moving into and are redoing
Yeah, I've
and
heard
messing them
some of
up.
that. Yeah, actually.
It's um, where is it at? I'm looking for my. Mm, I'm looking for the name of that damn library. I got it saved over here. Oh, here it is. The Collect Library in Memphis. It's downtown Memphis down there, and it used to look like a castle. I wasn't planning on showing this, but let me pull up a picture of it. This is crazy.
I'm waiting for them to ruin the Pink Palace House Museum over here.
Man, I sure hope not.
Like, what's it called? The Museum of Science and History, Mosh.
Man, that's Pink Palace. F them
Pink
son of
Palace.
bitches. Yeah, if you're OG Memphis, you know what the
That's
hell it
right,
is.
bro. I still call. Dude, it's still Memphis State to me. And people get so pissed off, and I'm just like, man, I was a little kid. Penny Hardaway. I remember being at the airport welcoming them dudes back, man. So
I
kiss
remember
my
being
ass.
excited that Elliot. I was hoping, but it didn't happen. I was hoping Elliot Perry and Penny Hardaway would get to play together, and they were going to bring a
Right,
title home. That
right.
was my goal, and then he got redshirted. But yeah, check this out, Jamie. So this is what the Colette Library looks like right now. This little brick, ugly looking building right here, right?
Hmm.
All right, get this out of my way. This is what it looked like before.
Make that big. Let me work on my vocabulary. Hey, would you enlarge that? That's what I tell my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, will you make that big? The biscuits, they need to be bigger. It's the pancakes
Grands,
larger.
baby. Yeah, grands, baby, grands.
No, man, you got to make your own biscuits, man. Get that shit out of here. Ricky, you hurt my heart right now talking about canned biscuits right now.
Okay,
Wow, look
there we
at
go.
that.
There we go. That's a better way. There we go. I got it full now.
Look
I,
at that. Look at the wow.
why in the blue fucking hell would you change that building the way it looked to from this to that freaking ugly ass brick? It's like they had one the other day, and they found Sweet's gonna have to help me on this one. Where would Sweet's a comment in just a second. They had found a building underneath another one. They were digging in the streets. I think it was in St. Louis or something like that. And turned around and they found they said, well, it must have been from like the 1800s, or it looked like it probably older. Let me see if I can find it. Crazy stuff. Like there's so many old buildings, and there's old pictures of them that you can see. Like they're all the numbers look kind of like one shows like 500. There's another theory been going around. Throw another conspiracy theory out in this whole situation is that we're actually 1,000 years less than we are, because they actually turn around and uh,
I saw that San Francisco. There's a building that's like it says now that it's 1893. Um, but apparently the way that it's designed or whatever, um, the one looks like it came way after, or it doesn't match the architecture or the stonage or whatever. I don't know. It's different. mm,
yeah, it's
you know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, check this out. Ola. They think it's 150 years old. Let's see if it shows the picture, or you had to watch the stupid video. Come on, load up. You can do it, buddy. I know I'm trying to make you do a lot of stuff at one time. Anyway, we can play it.
Thanks to Poco for sponsoring this video.
If you're gonna give me ad, you're not going to get sound. Yeah,
discovered a building.
Look at that. Look at the structure. Look how it was built, and this building's sitting on top of it.
That under a sidewalk along the town square. It was found during its Main Street reconstruction project. KCCI's Bo Bowman gives us a look at this 150-year-old structure in near perfect condition.
This was the view for the construction crew working on the town square in Osceola on Thursday. While digging up the sidewalk on Washington Street as part of a streetscaping project, they scooped out the dirt, revealing the facade and entryway to this buried structure.
Look at the way the bricks.
Yeah, no, that's
stone. That is old.
pretty old.
That is that's older than 150 years. It makes you wonder. And if you start digging down that little rabbit hole, like, and the sad thing is, like at the end of the video, they show they're just gonna fill it full of asphalt. It is like, what, you gonna cover this? Like, sad. I think it's sad, but you know. But you see that all the time. You see old buildings and stuff, and you turn around and it's like they got, there was some that you turn around and you look and they just put ugly ass something on the outside. And then once they start tearing that side off, it was a beautiful building underneath, the beautiful brick, and really, really old. But, they just destroyed the thing, just
Well,
to
bro, I tell
make
you,
it look
man, I don't
ugly.
know if you've ever heard the story of downtown Memphis, but I've heard there's an entire kind of um, world over there. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of these cities like New York, for example. There are I mean, tunnels throughout that city. You know what I mean? I mean, tunnels throughout that city that's built on top of stuff, built on top of stuff, you know. Um, let's see.
It's like, Mud Island is, they say, it was built on an old riverboat, and actually the mud started building up on it and everything over so long. And actually it's actually, if you dug the whole island out, you would actually find an actual ship at the bottom of it. Lots of crazy stuff in history. I remember several years ago I was riding along with somebody and um, on the trolley back when we had the trolley still running back, 15 years ago, whatever. And I was having fun because I was like being like a tour guide. I was like, yeah, such and such is here and blah 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 here, and you go around there. There's the metal museum over there, and I was having fun. But it's amazing what so many people that if you even in the city that you live in have no idea any of the history or any of the past of what is going on or any of the damn thing is really.
Well, I think there's a lot of stuff we don't know. And where's this at? I'm looking for this building, man. I think the age thing is definitely something to question. I, I don't know, man. Like, how old are we? Like, who determines that? Who kept up with the official score? And if and imagine imagine the psychology that has to go in convincing an entire civilization that we've erased 100 or 1,000 years. You know what I mean? Like, nope, no, it's not here. It's really here. You know, that's a pretty big psyop.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
rambling, bro.
No, you're good. I mean, things that make you go, many things that make you go home for so on. You asking questions. I mean, and like the more you dig into it, the more it seems like things are older. We looked at you know when you and me grew up in school, like it was pretty much guaranteed. Like the Earth was, it matters where you went. Like either if you went to a Christian school, the Earth was 6,000 years old, or if secular school society started 6,000 years ago. Everything was six
Right,
thousand years, no matter what, either way you went. And now we found out that society is so much older, guaranteed to, that we found 12,000. And you know, and it's one of them things where truly we've always societies are built on top of older stuff. We got there's sites all over the world like that. So
right,
it makes me wonder sometimes when you're thinking in that thought process is how much deeper. Like, okay, you wouldn't want to destroy it, but if you could go deeper, another 300 feet, 400 feet, you might find a whole nother actual society that no one has no clue about because
right,
they were built on top of it. Hey, this is a uh, sacred site, or this is something that, or this was a great site of one people and they came in and conquered them and knocked it down or built on it or just add to it and they just kept on stacking.
right,
And it's amazing, like some of the places you find, like it's like in Turkey, they found a whole underground cities underneath there. You got um, from who knows when, because all they can't date rock, and that's
right,
I think they all they can do is date the actual like material, around it, the food and stuff like the plants or the people. Y'all can do is that, but if you And once you get to a certain point, but if you actually went deeper, you would actually find older stuff. I mean, how like the song said, how low can you go? But if you get as low as you can, I mean, man, I think we would find more.
Right.
We'd find them ancient. We would find that missing link if we on some of these sites. I think we've kept going lower.
You think sometimes
You
they
know,
just don't want us to know?
they don't. You know, like Gopeki Tepe right now, they stopped. They've had 5% uncovered for 20 years now.
Right.
Why not keep uncovering the rest of it and see what else we find? There might be keys to unlocking our history before we know what's going to actually happen in the world that's under the ground right now. And they know where it's at. They know where all the spots are. It could be written in stone right there, and all they had to do is dig it up. But they don't want to.
Right. Well, I think if you control, I think when you get into religion, that I think that with some of these scroll discoveries over the last decade, that they it's almost that they don't want to dive too deep into it because it may uproot a current belief system, or you know I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, the established narrative. You don't want to disrupt, I think you don't want to disrupt the belief system, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Well, that's why people why we had the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff like that. A lot of them went and hide him because there was a narrative at that time that they wanted to. People were trying to destroy them, and destroy that literature and those books. So
right.
there was a people that Essenes that actually went and then hit them, for everybody can have now. Uh, and how many times have we had it actually happen? That everything got destroyed, and now we don't have no idea what actually, none of when the victors get to tell the story kind of thing.
That's right. That's right. Yep, that is absolutely freaking right. There's no idea. And I got to tell you something too. Something I thought about, and God knows I could catch a lot of heat for saying this. In fact, I'm just gonna initial and abbreviate this so that it. So I have this theory that what if it really ain't that country in the Middle East that runs everything? What if it's the Vatican?
I didn't know if you were going to actually say that about. I was like, that little country that's on that little boot heel of that continent. I mean, there's lots of people that's thought that way. The
You know what
Vatican
I
had
mean?
some hellacious power back in the day. Um, let's see what they did to the Templars, which they just
Right.
drove them on the ground. They didn't kill all the Templars, but they over money and power, you know, and kings putting people in position to be the pope, and then turn around and he's like, hey, you got to do this for me, help me out,
Right.
brother, I'll put you up there in that big spot, and I
Yeah.
mean, if we could, and that's truly what happened, and that is exactly what happened. Hey, he called in, the king called in a favor. You put people, and people do it nowadays now. They put people in positions of power, and they put people there, and like when it's time, but when you're kind of like a mafia movie. Hey, when my phone rings, you better answer.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's what happened then. And it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I would love to see somebody be able to get into uh, the Vatican archive and actually see what in the blue hell they got
Right.
and how much knowledge and things, items. I believe it would truly change the world if you could actually be able to get in there and get access to it and see it. It would
Right.
change the whole narrative of a lot of people's mindsets on a lot of things.
You know, I don't think you could change some people's minds. Like let's talk. You could go down the religion road that I think that some people would be. It's yeah, that's yeah. You're not going to change their mind. Regardless of what discoveries are made or what, dude. Jesus could show up tomorrow, and there are people that would not repent and ask for forgiveness. You know what I mean? Because they would just be like, you know what I mean? Like, so set in whatever their belief system is, or, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean,
Take the
there's some
UFO
people.
belief system. Take the UFO belief system. There are people that no matter what, they will never, ever, ever, ever believe that there is life outside of this rock that we live on, right? But a UFO could land tomorrow. We could finally pull the masks. Scooby Doo and the gang could pull the masks off the lizard people in Congress, and they would still say no way. You know, it's not real. My belief system doesn't say so. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Hey, my internet crashed on my laptop over here. I was sitting there and I was wondering why the chat was quiet. And it's they've been talking. I apologize if we hadn't been answering you.
What
They've
crashed
been
out
rocking
on
around.
you?
My laptop. I got a MacBook that I'm running Linux on, so um, it pisses. I think it pisses itself off sometimes. So
It pisses itself off.
I think it's so. But
So, hey, I brought this up. Let's talk about something real quick.
all right.
Uh, all right. So, are you familiar with Diego Garcia?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, in the last um, 72 hours, we have had a huge aircraft build up there, and they now have um, I can't remember what the ATOM or whatever it is, where they shut down all the air traffic around the place. So all the air traffic around the island is now shut down. But they've landed um, like 7 B-2 bombers. They put down like 8 freaking um, um, C-135s, the big freaking C-17s. I'm sorry, C-17 cargo planes. Um, you know, those Globe Masters transport a lot of equipment. You know what I mean? So now the question is aircraft build up there. We know that we've got some ship build up there. They've got B 52s apparently at Diego Garcia. So is that just for Yemen? Or is there talk of them striking Iran? You
Mm.
know,
I hope not. Come on, we don't need that.
also, I saw this morning, I can't remember this account, and I wish I could find him right now. I started following this gentleman that is an aircraft military tracker. And apparently, he is posting up to date info on all military um, flights going on in the U.S. Right? Some are scheduled. You've got your basic training stuff that goes up, and he's paying attention to some of this stuff that's off the coast. And we've had two aircraft down in the Gulf, just at the Texas border, that are communications aircraft that are flying down there. And it almost makes me wonder, is there anything going on down in northern Mexico right now? We know that we've had a huge military buildup on the southern border there. So, you know, is there stuff going on in Mexico? Is the U.S. military aiding in the capture of some of these cartel people?
I would imagine so. I mean, they've been trying to get to them for so long, and you're looking at um, an absolute. Um, it wouldn't surprise me none. They've been wanting to try to get these guys for a long time, and they brought them all in there. And you see that judge over there trying to stop them from, getting rid of all them evil summer guns for what? I mean,
Right.
I, I don't know. Some of these people just don't have just does not, you know, think about what they're doing, or they're just trying to push the certain agenda they got. It's or being told what they can do. They can only think a certain way.
Right.
Or they get their if they don't think this way, they don't stand. When they're told they got to sit, they got to sit. If they got told to stand, they're supposed to stand. If they're supposed to act ratchet, they act ratchet. Whatever they got to do, as long as they can keep getting their little check from a
Right.
certain individual. George Soros. I'm sorry. Yeah. But
Yeah, you're gonna
and
get us.
many and
You're gonna get
several
us
others.
canned. You're gonna get us canned.
Hey, the strike is off. We can get us a strike. We're okay. We're okay today. We're
Okay.
safe.
Okay.
We're back in. We're back in the green. We're not in the yellow. We can raise some hell today.
All right. I'm still not saying his name. Okay. Like,
No, we're not saying Uncle Phil's name tonight.
no, 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 no. No
No,
freaking way.
I've done my studying. I had to do my little training program on who not to talk about, and so we're not gonna.
My training program on who not to talk about. That is funny.
That's it.
That's funny, man. That is funny. Man, I'm setting up trying to get a site set up to be able to start selling T-shirts from. I want to put out my crippled Itsu shirt and
There
kind
you
of put
go.
it out there to the world. I think I got some fun ideas on some of my shirts.
Yeah. That's the main thing about it. Just go have fun. Have fun with it.
Right. Order a sample. Here we are. There we go. Cool. Yeah, the crippled Itsu is a pretty cool looking shirt, and had some people that seemed like they were interested in ordering some. So I thought I would, you know, see if I can get a few out.
There we go.
I'm poor, man. That's the thing. I need to find a way to, make a cool shirt. People go, hey, man, that's kind of cool. Maybe I want some of those, you know. And what better
Sometimes you
way?
can.
What better way than to put a, cute crippled girl, in a picture with my T-shirt, and hopefully they buy it.
There you go.
We're gonna see
Sound
how
like a
this
winner.
turns out, though.
It's hard selling shirts. It ain't easy. You gotta get out there to people to see, and then people got to spend that $25 or whatever it costs. And
Right.
Hey, but the price of eggs are down, so maybe they can afford a shirt now that the
Bro,
price of
I
eggs
am
are
so
down.
happy with that right now, man. What'd they say? Down 60%?
I think so.
I do believe so.
The lowest drop in history.
What?
That's what I heard now. Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. No, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. It's a lot better than the alternative because it was going up there for and keeping that steady stacking. You know what I mean? And was not very pleased with that. Trying to stay on a budget in my diet, man. I'm
Mhm.
poor. I told you. I'm ridiculous. I'm ridiculous.
Speaking of it's, people pushing a narrative or doing what they're told. How about this here?
Oh, I saw this, bro. Yeah. You believe those people really got that shot, man?
Makes you wonder.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Lots and lots of questions here. Lots and lots of questions here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just. I think it was all an act. I mean, I got suspended from social media out the jump for saying it. That. Listen, if we want to go down the COVID rabbit hole, I'm going to tell you that China is. Listen, I'm finna get a strike here. Okay,
Ah, dog it. We
China
just got it off
is
Monday.
not responsible for COVID. All right. Now,
Ukraine is.
now, hang on. We're gonna get a little deeper than that. China is not responsible for COVID. China did not come. I mean, COVID did not come from China. COVID ended up in China. Okay. COVID was manufactured by U.S. money, by the NIH. I'm pretty confident that it originated in the United States before 2014 when they banned the research and moved everything offshore. I believe that it was given to China to be released to quell their mass uprising that they were having over there. For people that aren't aware, at the end of 2019, cities across China were had major protests every night, millions of people in the street every night, and they immediately locked these people down, boarded up their houses. They put steel bars on the apartment doors so these people could not leave their buildings. Okay. Um, COVID was a lie to control the masses. They took the common cold, they re engineered it to make it a little bit more violent. New York intentionally introduced it into the elderly systems up there by sending COVID patients to nursing homes. Somebody with a weakened immune system immediately gets this. It kills them. Hey, then I don't know if you've heard this. What was the big drug? Remdesivir or something? Rem. Let me look this up real quick.
I saw something on that.
Remdesivir drug. Remdesivir. Here it is. Remdesivir. Yeah. They've discovered now that people that took this drug were more likely to develop symptoms of pneumonia. My mother was on this before she passed. They were intubating people that didn't need to be intubated, which also led to a rise in pneumonia and ended up killing people. My mother was intubated when they said that they didn't think she needed to be intubated. Everybody should ask questions about this. Like COVID fucked up a lot of things, and I think it's a lot. There's more to it than people realize. This isn't some pangolin ate a fucking, bat in Wuhan at a wet market shit, okay? The fact that they lied to you right out of the gate should be enough to make you question every fucking thing they've told you. I'm going to tell you, you start going back and you start doing the research on the vaccines that got dropped throughout Africa, through the programs through there to vaccinate the Congo. They're killing whole fucking villages. They are literally making it to where little girls in these villages cannot reproduce, okay, because of the vaccines that they received. Um, it's documented. It's going to be hard to find here in the U.S. Good luck. Go overseas and go read something else. Our media is so controlled here. And then you find out that USAID money was literally going to prop up different magazines and news sources and pay reporters. Bro, everything is a fucking lie. Anything that you watch out of your TV, whew, I'm done, Ricky. I'm going to get
That
fired.
did well, let me say this. We are not doctors.
My God.
We are talking. We do not have doctor advice. Speak to your doctor for doctor advice.
I would tell you take
It's
ivermectin.
like it's like I seen a thing talking about this Chinese person was talking about this. They're like, most Chinese people do not watch the news because they know it's completely all propaganda, and was wondering why United States people still watch the news, knowing, and it makes you wonder. Go, maybe they figured it out. Like, we know, yeah, their news cycles, they slamming propaganda over there, but if you don't watch it, you don't have to ingest that kind of garbage or whatever.
Right. Yeah, bro. Shadiness, my guy. I'm telling you, there's some shadiness going on with the whole thing. Before Trump even went in, but I think it was before Trump was even sworn in, Fauci was on TV talking about our next president is going to face a major pandemic. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
Obama said something about it right not long before too.
Yeah, man, it's shady shit, my guy.
Did you also seen there's a theories and there's a show on talking about that autism. There's a lot of people with autism that actually has like telepathy, and the possibilities of maybe that's the reason there's been a push. The Not saying this is true, but maybe that's the reason they turn around and there's so many more, and maybe that's how the possibility of creating more people with autism to have that special gift and future plans down the road. I mean, I don't know. Um, I was watching a little bit on it last night. I fell asleep to it, but I was watching a little bit on it last night. But it's kind of interesting. There's a YouTube channel on it. They're trying to put it together as a whole documentary, like it should be, as they said. If they get enough interest, I like to see it all one time kind of deal. But you can watch it. I think there's 10 videos. The telepathy files
The telepathy files.
on YouTube. I found it from our buddy Ian Carroll. He
Right.
said something about it last night, so that's how I found about it. So that's more things that make you ask questions for damn sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of that. And if you're not asking questions, you're dumb. Okay. I hate to be
You
that
got
guy, but you got to question fucking everything because everybody's lying to you. Okay. Like,
you can only put your head in the sand for so long until somebody kicks you right in your freaking ass.
right. Yeah.
But I don't know, flip your note, ADD, that that is me.
We're all
Jamie,
ADD.
I got us a get rich scheme
Uh oh.
plan. Not a
This is
scheme, it's a plan.
Here we go. Go ahead. Just give it to me.
Look at this freaking thing right here. What a brilliant business idea. They will
I
pay
saw
you
this.
$2,000 if you get a hole in one on their 110-yard floating green. And they pay people out once every 2 weeks on average. I'm going to use statistics to break down how much profit this business makes, and then I'll tell you how you can copy it. So an amateur golfer has a 1 in 12,000 chance of making a hole in one on a par 3 like this one. And this company has said that they pay out $10,000 every 2 weeks, which means they have 26 hole in ones every year. So if you take 12,000 tries multiplied by 26 hole in ones per year, you get over 300,000 balls hit per year. But that 1 in 12,000 number is for an amateur golfer, not a casual golfer, which most of their customers are. I would bet it's more like 1 in 20,000. And if the average customer hits 20 balls for about 20 bucks, it means their top line revenue is about 650 grand. And this place is making a net profit of $200,000 to $300,000 per year. These should be all over America. All you need is a wooden kiosk, a floating tee, and some permission. Full details here. Look at this freaking thing right here. What a brilliant business.
Pretty good
All we
idea. You
need.
ready to dig a hole? Let's
Hey,
go put
hey,
one in the Mississippi.
but what's the rest of the shits in the ball in Mississippi? Hell, it wouldn't hurt to have a few golf balls.
I mean, why not? Fuck
It'd
it.
be kind of cool, like, because if we uh damn little golf balls be popping up on New Orleans and shit when bad storms and shit because they float all the way down the fucking river, I guess.
Well, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that's my curiosity. Like, what are they retrieving these damn golf balls, or are they just sinking to the bottom and you're going to have a mountain of golf balls sticking out of water eventually?
Oh, I'm
It'll
sure
take a
they
little
are.
while.
I'm sure they are, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's so many quick schemes to make some money, man. I think that anything you can do that you can work for yourself, you're getting ahead. Check this out. Just walk with me here. Let's say you make $25 an hour. You make $52,000 a year. You're a salaried employee. $25 an hour, 8 hour day is $200. Okay. $200 a day, 5 days a week. Surely there's something you could do that you can make $200 one day a week, right? On your own. So let's say you start investing your 2 days off into yourself, right? You figure out how to make $50 here, $75 here, $100 here, eventually get up to $400, whatever you're making, right? Then you figure out how to do that 2 days in a row, now 3 days in a row, now 4 days in a row. Like it got to a point where at my career, I was taking vacation to go work my side jobs because I was making so much money doing my side jobs. Um, and then eventually you get to a point where you can work for yourself, and if you can make $200 a day for yourself in 4 hours, bro, go make that money. Figure out how to do that. Figure out how to apply the skills that you do for your employer, for yourself, and go make the money you're worth. Because if you're making $20 an hour at work or $25 an hour at work, your skill set, you can charge a private individual $40 an hour for. You know what I mean? Put that shit to work, man. Let's go. I'm done. It's my
Back off
moment.
the soapbox.
Come on, dude. Look, we all know I got issues. Issues for days, and I'm cool with that. A lot of anger issues, really. I'm dealing with them. Slow. It's a process. Not everybody's ready for anger again.
Ashwagandha.
What's
Have
that?
you tried ashwagandha?
Is that a new drug?
It's kind of a vitamin supplement. I tell you what, it has helped me. I won't lie. It has helped me. It helps with anxiety and stuff. It's
Nice.
supposed to help. It's supposed to like. There's a certain people think that it helps with like the testosterone and helps, release the, you know, free some of your, testosterone and all that. But it does for real help like anxiety and stuff. I felt it like with all this stress going on, what I'm going through right now with everything, and I missed a couple days with it, and I
Right.
was just I was on the edge, and I'm like, man, I was snippy, and I was like, man, why am I snippy in my head later, and then I was like, oh, ah,
Right. Gotta be gotta get your bad
I could.
attitude under control, man.
It was just, so I turn around and I'm just using that, and it seems to help. It's keeps me controlled. Like some people I've talked to, they kind of said it has made them, uh, you
Right.
know, different side effects for different people. Everybody has their different things.
Right.
Kind of keep them away or something. Or Herschel says it's good for the blood pressure on the Rumble. I could see that because it's keeping your heart rate, good and steady, and you're not, uh, when you get angry, your damn heart rate goes up to sky high, and blood pressure, like in pro wrestlers, turning
Right.
fucking red. And Theo, no, I have not done mushrooms, and I don't even like mushrooms on pizza. I don't
Whoa,
mess with
whoa,
no
whoa,
kind of
whoa.
mushrooms.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, you're missing that.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I like mushrooms.
ashwagandha. Yeah, I did a little research, my own little research, and I started been using the ashwagandha for a while,
Nice.
and it seems to help.
I've been
I'm almost
taking
out.
been doing some juice lately, man. And I got to get back on it a lot more. I really need to start juicing myself, and I think when this food processor gets here, I'm gonna start pureeing some shit down. But like
It's messy.
it is, Dave, not Dave's. Who's my brand of juice? Matt's, Uncle Matt's. It's this organic juice that I I've been using for a while, man, and I throw sometimes a little bit of cinnamon in it, a little bit of cayenne, um, and turmeric in it, real light in the mornings, kind of get that up and going. It'll fire you up.
I bet.
It will
I put some.
fire you up.
I put some Snickerdoodle Redcon MRE powder in my oatmeal the other day and mixed it up and ate it, and it
Right?
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I don't know, man. I've been on this diet thing too, trying to eat a little bit better, and you know, um, I got on a scale the other day, dude. I was 200 and freaking, what was that, 218? Me and Scotty Too Hottie back at it again, trying to get back down to, you know, not fat kid weight.
There you go.
uh, I don't know. I don't know.
I've been consistent, right? Man, that's the only thing consistent I think in my life right now is, and my weight is right there on the. I float between maybe 2 pounds, just right above, right below, right below, right below. It's like a
Right.
2 pound rate variance. But I mean, I've been.
You don't weigh shit anyway, cousin. Come on. What you weigh?
I'm
Buck 55,
100,
buck 60?
160, baby, solid.
See? I know where you are. You light, man. I'm the fat one over here.
I mean, I ain't trying to lose weight now by no means. I ain't really trying to gain nothing, but I'm just right there in between. I'm happy where I'm at. Wherever I'm at, I'm at. Um, kind of abs are kind of showing a little bit, so that's kind of cool. But
Okay, show off.
yeah, I got a little abs showing off. I was messing with the guys Tuesday night. All the young guys are sitting there pulling out their shirts. Talking about, I was like, that. Somebody pulled off. I forgot which one did it first. And I was like, well, hell, I got those. I pulled my shirt off, and they're all shit. The old guy got it too. Like, yeah.
That's good, man.
Of course, I try to if I lift weights, I incorporate all my core in it all the time. Like I was doing back with the rolls, and instead of putting my chest against the pad, I was using my core to activate it to keep me away from it, so I wouldn't and still pull. Uh, and so it's like everything I work out I do, I always incorporate my core.
Right.
Which is in martial arts is
What you
the
should do.
key to everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything comes from your core. Your if your posture is the way you walk, the way your movement, if you're fighting, the way you throw a punch, the way you kick, where you grapple, where you wrestle, everything comes from your core.
Right.
And you're able to take a body shot and not drop down and cry and fall over.
Right. And body shots hurt, bro.
Especially that liver. That liver ain't no fun.
Damn, they hurt. You know what I mean? They hurt, coach.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Get up.
Dude.
Get
You
up.
know, fucking Cage kicked me one day in the stomach. And he he kicked me and I swung at him and then it set in. Like it took it a second to manifest the pain that went deep down in my soul and made me immediately collapse to my fucking knees. Oh, bro, I was so fucked up. It hurt so bad, you know.
I'll bet.
It was pretty funny, pretty freaking funny.
The only time I ever lost a street fight was when I got hit right in my fucking liver and I dropped. And the only thing that saved my life was this big old guy lived across the street from um, my grandma, and he stopped them guys. I was already fighting 2-on-1 as it was. And I was holding my own good. I was keeping them both in bay, and that dude caught me right in my liver, and it was like, oh,
Game over. That was it.
game
Huh?
over. I was done. I was eating every shot. Everything else hit me. It wasn't nothing. It was, except for that one. I was done.
That did it, huh? Wow.
I'll never forget that. I was like 22, 23, something like that. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Yeah, that's gotta suck.
In my
Those body
gangster
shots,
days.
man, ain't no joke, man. I mean, like, people think they can take a shot to the stomach when they're fucking around with their friends. Get hit by a real dude. You know, get hit by a dude that trains every day. You know what I mean? Let me know how that works out for you, because I can give you a good idea. It's gonna fucking hurt, all right? And it's gonna fucking hurt bad.
Yeah, it's amazing for ones who haven't never thrown a punch or whatever, done anything. But it's amazing, like, people can take shots to the head. Somebody got a brick head.
Right.
I got a brick head. My shit's concrete. But if you got somebody, and they got a solid jaw, but you can take somebody out, you can chip away and you start throwing body shots. and they're
Right.
going. You're going to look over at them, and they're going to start breathing deep. That's my favorite sign. I swear, I was telling somebody that the other day. I said, I forgot who I was telling the other day. I say it all the time, but man, I swear, I can get a second wind. I can be tired as hell, man. On round 7 or 8, 5-minute rounds. I'm on round 8, tired as hell, and then I'll be sparring somebody, and they'll take that deep breath in, and I'm like, oh,
That's time.
you shouldn't have done that. It's on
It's
now.
time.
I'm good. I can outlast this. You just did that. I can outlast you. And then I go to beating that. Then and when they do it, and I guarantee you, if anybody's listening to spar me, whatever, this is one. Or if you never spar me, you're going to spar me. I'm going to beat your ribs to death when you do that.
I'm gonna beat your
I'm
ribs to death, huh?
dirty boxing all day, just inside. I'm going to shove you against the wall, and then I'm just going to try to beat your ribs in. That's
Well,
my
that's
goal.
no good. That is absolutely good.
Because that's my favorite. I'm 5'7". I can get underneath. I put my chin underneath your jaw, and then I can just sit there and throw hooks and have fun.
There you go. Good for you. I don't know, man. Like, you know, I did. I don't remember what gym we were at, but oh, in fact, fuck, we were at law school, and they changed the clock, and we were doing 7-minute rounds. And after my second one, bro, I thought I was gonna fucking die. I clearly was not built for this. I'm like, what the fuck? you know,
we do 5-minute rounds, and I got a 35-second break.
yeah,
And and you'll hear me yelling, get your new partner, let's go.
right.
And like you got brand new people, they're like, what the hell?
What
Like,
the?
come on, coach. Like, oh, come on, grab you somebody new, let's go. And like, no, do it again. Do it again. Only 3 more rounds.
Oh my god,
3. Yeah, 3.
I'd hate you, bro.
I'd
I'd hate you. So
Yeah.
I'll do typically, man, I'll do 3 rounds. Sometimes I get lucky and get 4. I've been cardio tapping like a champ. And that has been my big problem, man. Like legit, my cardio game is weak. And I really got to figure that out um, to get beefed up on that. One of these days, man. One of these days, I'll be there soon. Maybe not.
I know with your ailments, can you ride a bicycle?
Man, I can. I got a bike. In fact, I was talking about breaking them out tomorrow. I do ride in the summertime, man. I ride pretty well, but it doesn't matter, man. No matter how much cardio I have for me jogging my little bit and riding my bike, as soon as I get on the ground and start rolling, man, and I think I'm just gonna have to do that more and more and more to you know, get it
Yeah.
right. So
Well, I mean, it's that's stress cardio too. When you're rolling people and then possibly going to try to pull your head off or something, even if you're in a safe place, it's still that you're pushing and pulling. You're working muscles you cannot work on under any circumstances, And but the big thing is is the hard parts is learning when to be strong
hmm
and when to let them go out of your way, put you where you want to be. You hold them right, okay, and they push really hard, and you step out of the way and let them go. Kind of a
right.
keto, just use their momentum. And that's what I do. I mean, I'm 5'7", 160 pounds. I'm not pushing around no 250-pound guy around and just keep
Not your
up with
gig.
it.
Not
For
your gig.
5 minutes straight. I can't do that. I mean, it was stupid for me to try that, but I'm strong. I can hold it for that for that moment, that 20 seconds, that 30 seconds. And as soon as I can feel him start really just drive, then I get out of his way and come under or sweep, or throw, use that momentum,
Right.
and that's what's helped me, and especially as I got in my 40s, just using people's momentum all the time. I use poor Dommy all the time. I'm like, come here, leverage. That's why I call him is leverage because he's 250 pounds, and I'm like, look, I can do this to you. You know, if I can at 160 pounds, I can do it to a 250 pounder. Y'all can do it to each other in y'all same damn way. It's if you do it correctly. If you're not doing it correctly, and then you raise your hand and say, "Hey, come help," and I'll come help you. But it's one of them things. Um, I seen a clip on this earlier, and made me wonder. Have you seen anything about the District of America?
Mm-mm.
Uh, Let me show you this
What
clip.
is the District of America, sir?
Where is possibly I haven't had a chance. Like I said, I've been busy as hell. For the ones that hadn't heard me in the beginning, I've been trying to get my house ready for put on sale, and me and my buddy DJ has been working our asses off. But so I didn't get to do as much research as I'd like to. But they the possibility of because you cannot, charge certain people, in the District of Columbia. It's just like the Gulf of America in Gulf of Mexico. You can't drill in the Gulf of Mexico, but you can drill for oil in the Gulf of America. It's a little
The caveat.
yes. So here you go. Let's listen to this young lady.
I don't think anybody is really catching on to the renaming of District of Columbia to District of America. You see, the District of Columbia has a totally separate set of rules for us than us normal people. So you can't charge Congress or any of them for the crimes that they've committed in the District of Columbia. But in the District of America, you can charge them. So kind of like the Gulf of Mexico. He renamed it to the Gulf of America. Drill, baby, drill. So small little things like that he's doing for the Americans. It is not for him. It is not for shits and giggles. He's playing chess. He has a reason why he's doing this. Literally, the man took DC out. There is no more District of Columbia, and he made it the DA, the District of America, where they can be charged. Set in stone. How long has he been planning this?
Well, when do you think they're going to start drilling?
Dude, he's already talking about putting the Keystone Pipeline back in, so I could
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
and that needs to happen.
Yeah, yeah. The oil in the Gulf is coming back. All of it. He's going
Right.
everything that was happening during he's just turning the dial back. He's turning one dial back to 2016 and turning another dial up to 100 for on raising 10 counts of shit.
Uh, that is funny. That is funny. Well, bunch of random stuff. Let's see. I went to the Elon protest in Memphis.
Oh yeah, how did that go? I shared your live and stuff. I didn't get to watch a whole lot. I was laughing what I did get to
Yeah,
see.
you know, so there are a couple places there that are the Action Network is one of these online social justice forums that plan these types of events. But there was another one. In fact, I'm fixing to pull it up right now. Hold on. I took a picture of this young lady's shirt, the sticker they had on, and they all had the same sticker on, which also made me believe they all came together. The next time I go to one of these, I'm going to follow these, and I'm not stalking, calm down, but I want to see where they all go because I truly believe these people all rode together and they were bussed in. There's a group in Memphis called Indivisible Memphis that organized this local chapter. And when you looked at all of the elderly people that all had this sticker on, they were all elderly. You got to question where the hell these people come from. Are they part of a church group? Are they part of a social
Nursing
club? Where
home.
where did these people come from? I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Charge Nurse shows up at the daily nursing home where Grandma is and says, "All right, boys and girls, everybody, come on, let's go. We're going to get ice cream. But before we get there, we're going to make a stop." Now, I'm not saying at all that that's what happened. I'm a comedian, people. I'm just making jokes. Um, but yeah, man.
Here, y'all just hold these signs. We're gonna go get your ice cream. We're gonna go get you ice cream cone, Gramps.
Hooey.
Mm.
Yeah, you know. Well, you
And
know.
another one. Speaking of Trump, have you seen this? And what do you think it means? And I reach out to the chat. What do you think this statement means?
Through your leadership, you embody the values of our Christian faith and love for the gospel. You remind me of the great Roman emperor, Constantine the Great. This emperor, your dear Mr. President, is the one who founded and built the magnificent city of Constantinople, my birthplace, known, known today as Istanbul. It is my great honor to present you with this holy cross. This cross is the very symbol that led this great Roman Emperor Constantine to victory. As Christ revealed to him in a vision, he said, "En tuto nica," told the emperor, means go with this and be victorious, Mr. President. This cross is an everlasting symbol of peace and an invincible trophy, a sign of divine strength and guidance. With this cross, I pray you bring peace to the world and make America invincible.
Hmm, I don't know.
Like I said, there's
I
so
don't
much,
know.
but there's so much like, hey, this looks good. This is great. Let's clean out. And then there's weird stuff that pops up.
Yeah, there's some
And it
strange.
makes me ask questions, go, wait a minute. What have we got ourselves into this time?
There's no freaking telling, cousin. uh,
I mean, is he going to be like the great emperor of Constantine and he going to, start conquering?
I don't know, bro. I sure hope not. I sure
Yeah,
hope the
me.
only thing we do is set our country up for prosperity for our citizens and just take care of us. You know, can't we just do that for a little while? You know,
And everybody start able to be able to start stacking cash, baby. Everybody
right?
need to
That's
be able to
right.
stack cash.
That's right. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days. I don't know.
Yeah, it's wild. I did find some cool stuff here and there. It's been wild. What I've seen. Um, I did see 23andMe got caught talking about they were uh, handing all their information over to pharmaceutical companies owned by Russia and
Right.
China.
Right.
I did I did see that. Oh, I know
Hey, did you see
you
some
about to.
governors? Some governors have come out and started reclaiming Chinese land.
No, I did not see that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They have, and I think that's a pretty big fucking deal. You know, yeah, I'm interested to see how the rest of that goes. Anyway, yeah, you're right though. I'm gonna get out of here in a minute, man. Got to get on my game with my guys every night. It's a nightly routine.
Well, let me ask you a quick one
Talk to
before
me.
you go,
Throw it out there.
and then do your shout outs. Cain Velasquez, real quick. What is your statement on that?
You know, man. I think he's made peace with his situation because in his statement he said, "I know what I did was wrong. I made a mistake." I mean, he shot the wrong guy. The judge could have really fucked him over. He gave him the bare minimum, credit him with time served. I'm confident he'll get out, early. You know what I mean? Um, I think that Kane was comfortable with the verdict. I think that he accepts responsibility for what he did. I think it sucks. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, he did mess up. He shot a dude that wasn't involved in it, and um, you have to account for that action. You know, I was hoping that maybe he would get time served, but the minimum sentence in California is 5 years. Whatever fuckery that they have there that it has to go by that. At least they gave him credit for his time in, and I hope he gets out early, and I wish him the very best while he's there. I'm sure he's going to get some good training in, and just fucking stay healthy and work out. I'm positive he's going to do that. Hopefully, he don't get caught up in no bullshit and have to kill nobody in there. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, man. Hope all is well with him. So you know,
Yeah, it's just sad that Casey Anthony can run around and be free and try to scrub and make herself look like a good person after
right,
what she did to this, but
right,
it's the crazy world we live in for sure.
right. For sure, man. For freaking sure. So you know, remember your emotions are in play when shit goes south. And the difference between simple assault and aggravated assault is one punch. Okay. You know, keep your emotions in check when you engage in ignorant shit and understand that you're teetering on a line where your future is at play here. You know, um, think about that, So keep your shit in check. Two G's, baby. That's all I got.
All right, brother. Yes. I said any shout outs or anything,
Man,
and I know you got to go.
Adaptability Home Services, man. We're trying to get this thing off the ground. If you need respite care, companion care for the elderly, somebody that's brand new in a situation where they may possibly need some adjustment of life with some adaptability training, man. I got hooked up with a young lady, man, double amputee. Learned a lot hanging out with her, and then leaning off my experiences of the whole having to learn how to walk again thing after breaking my fucking pelvis and back and hip, and you know, um, I think we've put together a pretty good program to help out some people. military discounts, whatever we can do to help you, man. Wealth of knowledge. WhitneyLavender.com. Check that out if you get a chance. She's got a book drop, a new children's book, and then she'll lead into her autobiography later this year that goes into detail about how she ended up as a double amputee. And a hell of a story, man. So stay tuned. Lots of things coming up, baby. Contract is signed at the casino. We doing a show or two over there this year. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm going to be famous, Ricky Pike. I'm going to take you with me, baby.
Hell yeah. Sound like a winner, man.
All right, peace, brother. I love you, man. I'll see you soon.
Yes, hell. Love you too, bro. I'm going to hang out with you just a little bit longer. I haven't got to show any of my cool animal videos, so we're going to have to go through some of my animal videos, guaranteed. Uh, I enjoy finding these for everybody, especially when you get after doing a little negativity and possibilities of insanity, with some of the things we've shared so far. But look at a little.
Dropped my socket down in this hole a minute ago, and my little helper here has been trying to help me get it out. Get it, Darla. Get that 13 millimeter. You almost got it. It's in here. It's in here. No, don't bite me. It's in here. It's in here. Dropped my socket down in this hole.
Are you helping? Little calico. And like this one here. What would you do at the golf range?
They've all decided to settle in the middle of the fairway.
They've come to watch me tee off. I wouldn't stand there. Oh. What's going on? All right, see ya.
This one's pretty cool.
Every time my heart sings back to you, you are my morning and my truth. And all that I can do is sing this song. It ain't that long. Nothing says I love you like your eyes fill my lips with carbon dioxide.
I say he knew that they won the game there. It's a big old kitty, big old headed kitty. All right, one more. I think I showed this one last week. The little rabbit. It's too cute not to show again. Yeah, you gotta show a few little animals and stuff. Kind of, you gotta do it. Break up the monotony of things and uh, just the chaos. Here's an old video. I want to see my friends here. Yeah, have y'all seen this one here? Of old Billy Corgan.
Say I was with somebody once and I saw a transformation that I can't explain.
The person transformed into something other than human.
Yes, I saw it.
You were talking to someone. They said to you, "Look, something's going to happen here.
Mhm.
I'm going to morph into something else."
Imagine you're doing something and suddenly you turn around and there's somebody else standing there.
You still standing by it?
Absolutely. I know it happened. In fact, it happened twice. And on top of that, what's amazing is we live in a world where, look, I've been in public life on some level for 30 years.
Yep.
People treat it as if I'm
crazy. Yeah.
And it's like, I'm here to say, like, now maybe I had a hallucination, but I saw what I saw.
Right. You saw it. It's your reality.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, to question somebody's reality is a strange thing.
The second time you saw a shapeshifter, where were you? Probably at Darcy's house.
It was the same. It was the same person.
Oh, it was.
This happened with the same person twice.
Billy, when will you announce who this person is so I can investigate? Seriously.
I wouldn't name names.
But it's a famous person, right?
I wish it was somebody famous.
Yeah, because then that would be awesome.
Well, think of the book sale.
It was like Justin Bieber.
If you release their name, they will be famous. They're
Yeah.
shapeshifters.
If I told you in private
Go
the
ahead.
story, could you keep my confidence?
Yes.
All right.
Now, here's the good thing about telling me something. Within a minute, I forget because I think everything is nonsense.
I will tell you the story.
You will.
Yeah. And I will say,
Go ahead.
since we're on radio,
Thank you.
that the story is even more fantastical than you think.
Wow.
Can you give us something?
The person was naked.
Wait a second. Were you in bed with the shapeshifter? Were you making
I will
love?
tell you in confidence.
Holy mackerel. Now I'm with you. It was a woman. You made love to her.
Haven't we all experienced
Did,
this?
did you? Oh, believe me, I've been with people who shapeshifted. Right? But their personalities, they were completely different people before and after. Are you saying it was a lover who actually
I
shapeshifted?
can no longer discuss this.
All right. Should we commit him? Billy pulled me aside. He pulled me into a corner. He goes, "You ready?" I said, "I am." And he told me what happened when he met the shapeshifter.
Could you tell me?
If Billy says it's okay, I'll tell you.
By the time we get permission, you will have
Well, you always break me down. I'll end up telling you if you get to me quickly before I forget it.
All right.
Say I was with somebody once.
Yeah, what do y'all think about? Do you think Billy Corgan is telling the truth, or? Yeah, I wonder. Things that make you go even more. It's good. And from one shapeshifter video to another, we just got to keep our shape shifting going.
Who did David Icke get in trouble with, Jamie? Was that? I feel like there was it was somebody else in that sort of a world. But yeah, I mean, if the reptile people, like, it gets a bit reptile-y when you get down to the lower body fat percentages.
David Icke, I saw something. He got upset that I've never had him on the show. And it's just the reptile stuff. It's just the shapeshifter stuff. I would still have him on. I think fascinating just to try to pick some of those ideas
What's
apart
interesting,
or listen to them.
Even if you don't believe in the ideas, what's interesting is how does somebody arrive at them.
Right.
That's what's fascinating to me. When I do my show, I speak to someone, I'm like, I want to understand the psychology of how you have arrived at this particular position.
Well, imagine if it's real. I mean, if shapeshifters were real, if there really are evil reptilian aliens and they've infiltrated our society and they've been pulling the strings forever and only a couple of people knew, how ridiculous would that idea be? How ridiculous. It would be so ridiculous. But is an alien shapeshifter reptile person. Is that any weirder than the most recent theory that our entire universe is taking place inside of a black hole that's in another universe? Yeah, there's recent calculations that are leading these. I guess it would be astrophysicists, like who'd be studying this.
How about that one? The thought process of that being inside of a black hole. Yeah. I just need to leave the share on. I don't know why I keep doing that. Things to make you go for sure. See what y'all think in the chat here. Why y'all think on that? Here's the world's biggest Piper airplane. Gotta turn the music off. They're gonna copyright the devil out of me. That big old thing is flowing though. Oh, Billy Corgan, yeah, and Bill Burr. There was a video. I'll pull it up. I'll find it. Yeah, they're actually brothers. I guess their daddy was a Rolling Stone. I guess you could say, and he, yeah, um, and they, and once you see them together in the same place, it is insane. Let me look it up for you real quick. Let's share this tab instead. For girl, Bill Hicks had back in the early '90s was a man talking some mad, sure enough. Um, so, but Alex is Man, he just gets so Alex just gets so excited when he's out there. He just raising 10 kinds of hell. But when he's calmed down, it's pretty interesting to see what he's going to say and what he usually putting out some pretty good truths. I wanted to show. I found this cool video. If you follow me on the Legend 4H on Twitter, you can see some of the stuff I repost. But sometimes I repost, sometimes I don't. But sometimes I just save it for my own to put on the show. But check out this.
This is one of the beams that obviously took a lot of heat damage and actually started to melt because it burned right through to the burn hole, and it actually kind of collapsed under itself, and clearly due to the heat. And it's significantly corroded and melted. The backside of it is gone. Intense heat that they've been talking about, the 1,500 degrees to 2,000 degrees. This is
Crazy stuff. Oh, that's the one there. Income tax. Trouble minds. Just scroll through my deal here. I'm kind of worried about this situation. We're over here blowing up the Houthi forces and crap. I'll mess around and get us into something we don't need to be getting in. Yeah, it's crazy, crazy. But I'm gonna yeah. Yeah, check out my Twitter. That you can kind of see. I'll post more stuff on there. Where it's like if you're on my Facebook, I just post gym stuff and funny stuff. It's pretty much all I post because business wise, but you know, X I get a little Twitter. I get a little more open to post whatever. So check it out. Um, follow me on all the good stuff you can find and everything. For the lurkers and everything in the background, make sure you subscribe and like tonight. Uh, Looks like we got one subscriber already, so that's good. I think we'll call it. It's about almost 2.5 hours in, so I might go call it there. Not sure what happened to my buddy Dave. Hopefully Dave will be back. Hopefully next week we'll be back to full force. We're going to keep on growing this. The pre-recorded had with all the chaos. The pre-recorded show will come out tomorrow. So if you like looking around for it and you didn't see it, that's the reason. It's going to come out tomorrow. Um, I didn't want to just put out something half-assed, so we got something fun to talk about tomorrow. So check it out. Hopefully, once all the housing and stuff gets situated, and I actually want to maybe go live a little bit more. Make you bring in other people, other guests. Uh, do more shorts. I gotta get this house sold. So just uh being upfront and honest as always I can be. You know, I'd rather be honest and just tell you how it is. Be blunt. That's all I know how to do. Appreciate you, Jen. Appreciate Sweets for always sharing and helping. She's always here. Hello, Illuminated. Let me go down the list here on everybody on our YouTube chat. Was just rocking and rolling tonight. It was great. We got Gaston was here. We got DG. Salcedo Paranormal. Make sure you check out James, his channel. Make sure you check out Jen, the Arcane Observers channel. Sweets. Make sure you check out hers. Lots of the people that come in the chat, if you're checking out stuff, a lot of them have their own channels. Temple of the Owl has his own channel. I always want to try to shout out my friends because they shout me out. So it's the only thing right to do. Thanks, Marie. I know she's gone and she comes back and listen to the end. Thank you for popping in. Still going up. We had a great chat over here. They even had Lauren pop in and talking about there's a house in like a castle in Memphis. The house in the castle, if you're looking at the chat, it got messed up earlier and my internet dropped on my laptop. That was just my laptop issue, but yeah, it was Prince Mongo is what they call him. You can look him up. Let me pull up. Let me bring up old Prince Mongo. I actually got blessed by Prince Mongo when I was a baby, so it was. There's a reason I'm very well. Maybe it's the reason why I'm into all the crazy stuff. Maybe that was it. But here's my buddy, old Prince Mongo, right here. He's from the planet Zambudia, I think it is. And yeah, he's a character. Yeah, he's running. There's the castle house, everything. They used to raise hell and have underage drinking and all kinds of crazy stuff going on there. That's him without all the crazy stuff. But yeah, character and a half. Character and a half for sure. Dave's Waffle House. Thank you, my good friend across the pond. I know it is super late. The show starts at 1:30 over there in England, and I appreciate him. Daryl popped in tonight. Thank you, Daryl, for popping in tonight. Mike Strange popped in. I seen him with Troubled Minds. Make sure you check it out. Herschel Sterling popped in. He's got his own channel. Theodore on the Rumble. He needs his own channel to put out his poetry, which would be great. My chat's messed up because I think I had to refresh it over here. So I'm missing part of my chat because I had to put it on my other computer because my other laptop kept messing up. But thank you for everybody that came on, everybody in the chat, even the lurkers in the background. I appreciate you too for listening. It's, I do this for y'all and I do it because, just for the fun of it. For the ones I went on another podcast last Thursday. It should be coming out soon. It's called the podcast is Motivation with Coach Camp, and so it should be coming out soon. He has some pretty cool shows and everything, talking to lots of cool people and everything. So it was a fun one. He had me on there talking about how help with kids and martial arts and everything. Wally's World, lurking, never. I had Illuminated come in right at the end, or just start chatting at the end. I appreciate you. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. I mean, I do this for y'all. I do this because it's fun. I do it for me too because I enjoy it. And just everybody and all the people, and I've met because of doing this and being involved in this world and stuff. So we're gonna keep on keeping on. We're gonna keep on putting out good content every week. We're gonna keep on even when I get moved and stuff. It's gonna look crazy for a little bit, but that's cool. Illuminated, lurk all you want to, my friend. I appreciate you lurking. As long as y'all enjoying the content, enjoying the show, that's what it's about. And so y'all keep on coming back. We're going to keep on doing it. This is week 38 in a row of Talking with Conspiracy, our live show, and we're going to keep on. We talked about later on this summer, maybe we're going to do have a round table where me and Jamie and Dave is all in the same place and doing a podcast at the same place and stuff. We're going to try to do that. Talk some paranormal stuff. Have James come on. Of course, he'll be come on remotely, but have James South Cedar Paranormal will be on there too, and talk paranormal stories and cool stuff like that. So I'm glad we got to do more conspiracy tonight, and talk different things about the pyramid and stuff like that. I really, and that's I enjoy that kind of thing. I hate I kind of hate always talking politics and stuff like that. So I appreciate y'all, and as always, y'all keep on keeping on, and pizza and chicken grease. Y'all be good.